But let's talk nail anatomy. Why am I talking nail anatomy in a whole series of videos, you may ask? Because there are a lot of people on this app, there are a lot of content creators that are referring to things by the wrong name. Let's talk about your nail plate, your nail bed, and your matrix. Now, in this series of videos, I'm either going to show you information from the Milady Standard textbook or information from nailknowledge.org. In a second, I'm going to move my head out of the way. I think I have about like 4 different screenshots from nailknowledge.org, literally talking about your nail plate, your nail bed, and your matrix. Also, just for reference, here are some of the items that we will be talking about in the series of videos. Next up, we're going to get to the parts of nail anatomy that everyone's always confusing. Eponychium, proximal nail fold, and cuticle. Let's talk about this. Let's finally figure out what the difference is between all 3. Once again, for reference, the Milady Standard textbook, we're in the chapter Nail Structure and Growth, okay? Now, this highlighted area, it says the eponychium is the living skin at the base of the nail plate covering the matrix, okay? The eponychium is often mistaken for the cuticle, but they are not the same. The eponychium is a living tissue, so therefore we are never cutting the eponychium. Now let's get into the proximal nail fold. Here's a couple different screenshots to answer all your questions. I know this is a lot of information, but last but not least, let's talk about your cuticle. Read the highlighted part right over here. So as you can see, it says the cuticle is the dead, colorless tissue attached to the nail plate. So as your nail grows out from your matrix back here, and you have your proximal nail fold in the back on this side, is your lateral nail fold. As your nail plate grows out, okay, the colorless tissue that is attached to the nail plate, so when you push your proximal nail fold back, the colorless tissue that is stuck to the nail plate, that is your cuticle, and that is what's safe to remove. Here's a reference photo of everything we've been talking about so far in this video or from the other video. So you can see the nail plate, you can see the free edge, you have your fold, which consists of your proximal nail fold back here and your lateral nail fold, or aka your sidewalls, because it's a fold of living skin. That's the important part. All of the fold here, your proximal and your lateral, is all living skin. And then you have your cuticle, which, as we went over, it is the dead keratinized tissue that is attached to your nail plate. That is what can be removed. If you made it this far through the video, if anyone has any other questions, let me know. Here we're going to be talking about the rest of the nail folds, like your lateral nail folds, and what the heck is a hangnail, because those things are stubborn as hell. So if you look at this definition right here, this is sidewall is also called the lateral nail fold. It's a fold of skin overlapping the side of the nail. So if you look at my thumb, this right here, your sidewall, is also your lateral nail fold, and you have your proximal nail fold in the back right over here. Remember, your whole nail fold is a living skin. It should not be cut. Right here behind me is just a quick definition of what your lateral nail fold is. Now let's talk about what are hangnails, because hangnails is one thing that we do get with our sidewalls or our lateral nail fold. Now here's a recommendation for clients when it comes to preventing or reducing the appearance of a hangnail. Now, if you want a good recommendation for cuticle oil, I have either some in my Amazon storefront. If you don't want to shop at Amazon, I have cuticle oil from Onyx Nail Pro, and I do have a discount code for shopping at Onyx Nail Pro in my bio. We finally reached the last video in my series of nail anatomy videos. So last thing in the series, let's talk about your hyponychium. You can see that your hyponychium is a slightly thickened layer of skin that lies between the fingertip and the free edge of your nail plate. It forms a protective barrier that prevents microorganisms from invading and infecting your nail bed. It says right over here, do not push back your hyponychium. It is important seal of the nail unit and it should be left alone. Now, if you look underneath my nails right now, this is my right hand. See this piece of skin right here that I'm touching with my cuticle pusher? This right here is your hyponychium. Now, if you want to keep your nails hydrated, you want to put cuticle oil underneath. So you always want to keep this area hydrated. Now, when it's not hydrated and it can look dried out, it can look something like this. And this is what you don't want your nails to look like. I know someone's going to say, that's just dirty. It's not dirty. I just cleaned my nails. So all you do is just take your cuticle oil, pen or bottle, whatever you have, put a little bit of this underneath your nails like this, no matter what length your nails are, and that'll keep your hyponychium underneath always hydrated and moisturized. And same thing, just add your cuticle oil to around your nails. This is one way to keep your living skin hydrated and moisturized.